I think firstly, really, I want to say, Jackie, you've managed to create something quite special. I think sometimes you don't realise how good you are at what you do. I found you totally inclusive, professional. You're so well respected. And from a member to someone who runs it, so I want to say thank you. I know we pay to be part of it, but I want to say thank you. Because without you organising it and doing everything you do, where would we be? You know, BNI probably.
God forbid.
This wasn't supposed to turn into a comedy night, but you know, she asked me weeks ago, would I like to speak? Now he's bigged me up and called me a keynote speaker. Now she said, Chris, you're the entertainment. So I'm really not, you know, the speech I was going to give is now out the window. From a business to business point of view, I think one of the ways we can all help each other is by sharing stories. And not necessarily stories of how great we are all the time. Sometimes it's stories about how we've made mistakes. And if we can share that with one another, we might help one or two others to avoid making those same mistakes. Some of you that know me, I work in IT. So obviously I have this overinflated ego that I'm smarter than everyone else on the planet, when I'm not. But what it does mean is I've got all the gadgets. I've got multiple wireless networks, layer 2 protocols, flashing lights everywhere, even the cat blinks, you know, I've got everything at home. But the one thing I found more recently that I haven't necessarily improved upon or developed is myself. And when I say that, I mean I haven't changed the way I think about the internet, think about the sort of things that I research on the internet and how I go about doing it, protecting myself, protecting my devices, all the rest of it. And that's the weak link. We are the weak link. We are enabling the internet fraudsters to do what they do because we don't think the way they do. And quite often I hear people say, oh, well, I'm not NASA. They're not going to be interested in me. I'm just a small business. Actually, you're wrong. There's no one in a bedroom sitting there thinking, right, who's Tony Beals? Let me find him. There are 65,000 individual attacks being made every day on UK businesses and individuals. That's not 65,000 people sitting there doing that. These things are flying around the internet and they are, thanks for that. I knew you were going to be trouble. These things are flying around the internet looking for loopholes, how to get into you, into your phones, into your computers, whatever. And something happened to me a little while ago that I'm going to share with you. My youngest wanted a fish tank, just a fish tank. But we had a certain amount of space and I needed something fairly unique. Went down the shops, they were all asking way too much money, don't love him that much. I wanted something slightly different and I thought, well, I've looked on eBay, can't find it. I've been down the pet shop, again, overinflated. I thought, Gumtree, I'll go on Gumtree. Gumtree's got everything, you can find everything on Gumtree. So I started scrolling through and I found it, that's what I want. So I started communicating with this person on Gumtree. All I want is a fish tank. You know, I won't take over the world, I just want a fish tank. But that's where they've got you, you see. If you think about the psychology that these people are investing in finding out about every one of you and how you tick, I was already 1-0 down because I'm in retail mode. I'm ready to spend, so I'm eager. I'm slightly weakened because I just want this fish tank. So I start communicating. Lovely lady, her name's Marie, I think, or Maria. Strike two. How many of us think we're going to get ripped off by a woman? Well, certainly not that way. But they're still awake. They're still awake. There's some very dodgy people out there. But anyway, so strike two. I'm now 2-0 down because now I'm comfortable. I'm dealing with a woman. Everything's fine. All I want is a fish tank. I want to go and see the fish tank. She says, oh, I'm working nights, I can't. But what I can do, I work in a company that's got couriers. I'll send the fish tank to you. You can have a look at it. And if you want to keep it, you can just hand over this voucher I'm going to tell you about to the driver, and you can have the fish tank. So she says, go down to such and such, any newsagents, and buy a voucher for the value of the fish tank. And when you tell me you've got it, give me the code, and then I'll send you the fish tank. I'm eager. I just want to please my son. I'll do anything for my son. Well, within reason. Don't love him that much. So I go and get this voucher. Don't know what it is, but I get it, pay my cash, convert my cash into a voucher. I then email this person, say, I've got the voucher, here's the code, and I wait. I wait a few days, nothing. She's gone. I email her again, I've got the, I've given you the code, when are you going to send me the fish tank? When can I see it? My son wants the fish. I told him he's going to have a fish tank, he's all excited. So this person disappears off the radar, and I think this isn't right. But maybe she's on nights. She's on nights, so maybe I've got to wait a bit longer. So, it went on and on. Then I thought, what is this bloody voucher? Let me have a look at this thing. And I start reading it. And one of the terms and conditions on the back says, under no circumstances should you divulge the code to a third party. Because this particular voucher, once you have the code, you can convert it to cash. So, internet fraud isn't always about your devices and antivirus and firewalls and all this sort of stuff. It's about you, and it's about you not allowing yourself to be drawn into transactions that you're not familiar with. Don't buy things in currencies that you're not familiar with or don't understand. Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that. Stay away from it. If you don't understand it, stay away from it. Digital wallets, all the rest of it. So protect your hard-earned cash. And the more we share like this and share with others, members of your family, friends, etc., we will reduce their ability to fraud us and hopefully put them out of business. Happy Christmas.